Hello, good evening, and thank you for being patient. I know it's been a while. This whole week has been cuckoo, but we're back. Hopefully on a sustained way to just doing shit in a timely manner. I don't have live record. Oy, I do apologize. But I'm coming back. Slightly a bit better, enjoying myself a little bit more. Back with some interesting stories to talk about. And hopefully coming back to finish this silly guy. We'll see how that turns out. I should also bring up the quote, so I know exactly where I'm coming off with this boy. Alright. Honestly, if I inlay the inside with like a lighter green, I don't think it's gonna matter. It's part of a little fancy thing, but I'll have it by my side. Funny enough, I've been catching up on a lot of, making or doing more content for the YouTube video I planned. I think I saved up. I'm clicking the wrong things over and over again. I am just out of it. There. Just to make sure it's at the bottom, but been doing more recording for the YouTube video. I think I'm just going to, most of the day, either tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to be working on that. I need to get it out because it's been bugging me for a while that it's still in the works. But other than that, getting some more minis done. I decided to catch up more on the Battletech stuff. I've got a couple of that there. If we finish this in a timely manner, I'll do that a little bit more until the ending time. After that, it'll probably just be chill. Chill, not worrying about shit. Back to this then. I think the last time we left off, it was getting a lot of the browns, as well as just painting up the entirety of like the leather as well as armor pieces, like getting those bases together. And I think for the shield, oh, because where does he connect? He connects right here. So I think it would make sense to paint it red since I have the inlay red. Funny enough, I need the sword and the jetpack nearby so I can follow up where I kept the light going. Okay. So I did give it a good shine. And I think on the pack it was fine, right? I kept it good, concise. Yes. Could probably do with a bit more shine on the pauldrons, but other than that, it's looking good. So if I need to, I'll go back and shine that up before I knock in. So I need both greens. I need to set up a black. Too much, please. Thank you. This whole week has got me sore, man. The constant amounts of tweaking, having to replace furniture. It's been a nightmare. And work is no help either. I should do... I should do Bloody Red and Mephiston. That's what I should do for that anyway. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking back at other portions of the model, just making sure I cover what I need to cover. Should also get the point of gold ready. Come on. There we go. Funny enough, another thing I've been trying to do in little time that I've been getting over the week has been not only practicing other art techniques, but just making sure I remember what blends I've been making. Trying to write them down and crap. As well as, if you haven't seen already, I've been posting a lot of just the adding space portion, which is just getting shelves for all the armies. It's good. Funny enough, the biggest progress I've seen outside of painting is just my dot control from squirt bottles. I'm not dropping in a whole load now, which means I'm saving on paint. I never used you? Uh-oh. There we go. But other than that, got to spend some quality time with family, which was very important. I also got to fish with my pops, which finally I've actually been asking to fish for a while. Didn't catch anything, but it was nice just to enjoy early sunrise and the whatnot. That's what's nice about fishing. Even if you don't catch anything, you can always enjoy just like the early morning portions that everyone else is going to miss. Making sure that's correct. Actually, too right. Hold on. There, not there. Oh my lord. Oh dear. There we go. The auto one might be on, but I'll have to let it happen. double up on the same song. I'm not complaining, but it seems a little bit overkill. There we go. This camera does not portray what I want sometimes. That should be good. Good. Right there. Still working on the basing of everything. I don't have buff. What is wrong with me? I don't have buff. There we go. I also gotta say, one guy asked me why I kept calling my beige that I use buff when it's called Ushadi Bone, and he's right. The Citadel is called the Usha Bone, but AK is called buff. I don't know why it's called buff, it's just buff. Buf. I don't even have old reliable right now. I got me a foot. Look at all these rivets. Kind of just going off the walls and seeing where everything sticks. So let that dry. That's not what I wanted. Come back. Ooh, I don't have my red brown for the leather. That harden up. Up here. I'm not sure if I want to continue it up there or not right now. Oh, don't do that. That's gonna make you fall. Hoping no black got in there. Because that would just ruin the tip that I'm trying to do. No, that looks dumb. That looks fucking stupid. There we go. That's better on the lighting. Because I kind of fucked it up, and I wanted to see if I could just bring it back a bit. Give that a second. Try that. Who would have thought I had a hard time on this portion? All portions. Just creating problems for myself, cleaning it up. Clean it up. Use that sponge. Created problems for myself. Hey, Pixie. How you doing? Hope you're having a happy weekend. I'm just kind of floundering over here right now. I got that top portion the way I wanted it to. I just can't figure out this damn leg. I also can't figure out how to not, place it in a position that people can't see. Working on trying to finish the line. Hopefully I don't just crusade it into destruction, but how did I do? I just went kind of nuts with highlighting? Yeah, that's kind of how I did it. No rhyme or reason or anything. I really just went bullshit with it. No, because that's just... It's like the damn... It's like what I did before. It's just dumb. It also doesn't help that this camera right now isn't the greatest at showing you the screen. Bring it over here. I can have it properly in like the smaller portions. So as soon as I get to something like the leg, I just can't crack it. Actually, you know what? Give me the small boy. Small brush. Small brush. I might just have to go on a highlight frenzy. With how I did the green, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Help me to understand. Problem is that other one. Why am I getting pain in this brush? Come on. It's like giving me sass. The cloak's right over here. Gave it some more flash, used to give it more of a gold burnished thing. It's kind of just on the it's kind of on the point to try and do this damn middle section and then just bring everything together, hopefully with the Tamiya cement that I have, because my Instacure is kind of in a bad spot right now. Ooh, okay, hold on. Hold on, that might be the consistent green that I'm looking for shine. Bring it back. And I'm bringing it back. Actually, might have been what I started out with, and I kind of just neglected it. Okay, so we work with this, and then kind of just highlight it all over the place. Let me see if I can't get the camera to properly show this, because I know it's a pain. Camera, why do you folly me? Not that. Is it just Satch? So if I turn it all the way up, nah. It's just that type of green, unfortunately. Like, I have it at the correct color it should be, but it's just... The light doesn't help, and it's just a tomfoolery at that point. Well, I'm probably going to be using this boy right here, the normal. I don't know if I'll really be using the fin. Maybe for the sword and the shield, just so it doesn't glop up. But we'll get there when we get there. I kind of just have to deal with this monster for the moment. Okay, so that green right there is fine. Cover this over. Okay. That's good right there. Hold on. Hold on. Let me cook for just a moment. I might have entered the painting state. Very hard to tell. I only did it at the top. Do something like that. And then sort of dilute it in between. There we go. Hold on, hold on. Back at the cooking station. Not to serve it raw. Focusing on his flame. Putting on the garnish. Okay. Might need a little bit of a drowning for this, but let's see. It's gonna need a little tidy up here and here. Just to make everything less fun. I tried making the paints light and darker from base paint, going darker to light on the model. It didn't look terrible, but infinitely needs so much practice. I think that's what you're talking about when I asked the other day. Yeah, it's... Like I said, it's a bitch. You can see me struggling just with this now. It's... Everything always feels different every time you're trying to go in. from what I've just tried to read, is that blending is like the ultimate like piece of shit that you have to learn if you want to just up the ante every time. It's all about light, baby. It's all about this and that. You're doing right now, I'd be happy. Dude, let me tell you something. I said the same thing looking at it's I hope to treat it like an endless train, because it's the exact same thought process I had looking at the guys at my local hobby shop. One of the guys there, his name is Josh, paints like an animal. His stuff is really good, and I love looking at his stuff in the display case, and it's what I've set myself. That's like my current goal to what I want to get to. And it's nice to have that goal. You always hear the saying, like, what, envy is the thief of joy. I feel like if you want to, there's a little certain point of envy you need to keep in order to push yourself to get to that point. Because if you think about, like, just athletes, actors, dancers, they all had someone they looked up to, like something that pushed them forward. Which I think is an awesome perspective to have. What the heck is going on over there? Oh, that's the closed caption of Twitch. Huh. I never saw that. I also never... Oh, no, I did start it. Did I not? Uh-oh, wait. No, is this correct? Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. I thought I didn't start it there for a second. I thought I was super far behind in what I had. Alright, nothing. We're good. We're good. Holy canoptics. Like, see it. Man, I love seeing epic painting too. When I took that trip down to Adepticon this past year, or not this past year, but this year, when I went to 2025 and got to go into Golden Demon, I saw so much bullshit that made me happy and just had my heart sink at the same time. Just like, God, dude, these guys are the type of guys that take like these tiny brushes every time and just go every minute bit, or they have such cool tricks of the trade. Sheer artistry of it all, yeah. It's usually it's the same thing like mechanics. It's usually guys and gals that have been in the game so long they have their own tricks that really bring out their style. Because you think about it, it's like, wow, this must have taken like so long, like so much intricate stuff to do. Like how do you go about it? And then they'll look at you up and down and go, it's like, nah, dude, that took me like 30 minutes with this trick here, here, and here. It's usually, I feel like the trick to getting to a point where you can start doing display painting is finding, one, your style, and then finding tricks to make it easier so you can go about getting intricate with the detail. Want to go to a Warhammer Museum? I'm hoping in the summer to make it there. It's only a couple of hours from my house. That's lucky. I kind of have to wait for like the next either con, or I have to make a trip in advance. There's like nothing near my place. The closest I have is my local shops, and only one of them I think has a display set up for Warhammer. There we go. Finally got this stupid damn leg. Is it gonna be too late? No. Okay. Good. Good, Anakin. Good. Kill him. Do it. Get him, do it, yes. Been rewatching a lot of Star Wars. Finally got to episode 3 and I'm so happy. I love rewatching that thing. This super fine. Have you watched the Warhammer channel? They have the matches going on and then some absolute GOAT painting models that they give away. It's crazy. Dude, I hope, besides one of the goals that I set for myself for painting, I'm hoping one day I can do that and just give one of my painted models away. Like, do something for, like, a raffle at, like, Twitch or something. LGS has a lot of Pokemon in the window. I'm not going in without at least 25 pounds for a box of something because sadness otherwise. That's all the sprue, yeah. That's kind of how I've been with some stuff. I have to do that for Grey Knights. I can't, dude. I can't look at a Grey Knight box and say I only need this part and it's okay that I get it, because it's not. Dude, in the future, when I get this community going, I want to be able to do shit like that. Like some of the models that I probably can't keep anymore, we'll raffle them off to people. Better yet, I want to be able to take time and practice 3D modeling so I can make my own damn things. Now we're getting it. My least favorite of all the films. Just like the actor playing Anakin. I've heard that a lot. To be fair, I was young when that series happened, so it was kind of my series. But, it is kind of funny how over the years we then got what we got, and then people are like, you know what, I treated you too harshly. Prequel trilogy. I think what's funny with me is that I understand that that most of the portion of episode 2 is bad. I kind of just look back at episode 2 and only think of the last, what is it, the last 30 minutes? Or like the last 30? 35? Yeah, I want to say 35. It's around the time when Geonosis happens. I know that's the point where my brain then just turns on for the movie. It mostly turns on for the Obi-Wan portion, Geonosis, and Anakin going ballistic on Tatooine, I think that's when my brain usually turns on for that movie. Here and there, it's kind of just blah. But then Episode 3 happened and everyone was like, okay. No, second one is definitely... I agree with people when they say they get bored on the second one. The second one is definitely the, like, the middle child. Poor choice of words, but the middle child of the prequel series. But it's like, in terms of when people remember the prequel trilogy, it's usually 3 for memeability and just the best out of all of it. 1, because it was silly, but also introduced us to literally the best saber fight scene out of anything in Star Wars. And then 2 is at the bottom of that. If I had to rank all the movies, probably... Who's at the top? It's either 5 or 3. Probably Episode 5 because of story. Episode 3 because it's just awesome. Episode 6, Episode 4, Episode 1, and then Episode 2. I think, yeah. I don't know, would 4 be above 6 in that ranking? Yeah. Yeah! I think you could flip-flop 4 and 6, but then at the bottom is just the sequel trilogy. You can have whatever fucking order you want for that one. I guess if I had to put them in order, probably 7, 9, 8. Yeah, 8 is... I vividly will always put Episode 8 at the bottom of any Star Wars movie tier list. It's just... It's a bad Star Wars movie, it's a bad movie. The only thing it has going for it was its goddamn, like... I was gonna say graphics, because gamer terms, but, like, just its visuals. Everything else about that thing is a goddamn travesty. Because it just makes no sense. I could do a cheat here, hold on. So if I take the green and kind of just keep it in the equation, don't knock it off its stand though. I cheated. I cheated. I cheated. Not really, but I did. Teehee. What's this? You know what I can do here, though, actually? Let's put some darkness into that. I like the first one, I like the third one, was only 2 that I'm a bit... Yeah, everyone's about 2. I haven't seen anything past Kylo Ren being a Sith trainee, unless that side quote where they built the Death Star was after, because I've seen that. I know there's at least one I haven't seen, and I'm waiting until I find it cheap on eBay. To be honest, I can tell it to you right now if you really want me to tell it to you, because even though I didn't watch the final movie, I had it, like, quote-unquote spoiled for me, and I'm just glad I didn't watch it in theaters. I will legitimately tell it to you right now, if you so wish it. I'm not afraid to spoil that movie. It is actual fucking a menagerie of garbage. Surprisingly, though, it's just less garbage than 8 because of the set pieces. And that's putting it nicely. Oh, I don't mind spoilers, they don't spoil shiz for me. So, either it's episode 8 or episode 9. I really don't feel like we're counting episode 8, so I'll just tell you a long story short. Lots of bullshit. Snoke dies in episode 8. They do a bunch of nonsensical scenes, jump cuts, and it just becomes a hot mess. But in episode 9, they go about the daily business of what happened after episode 8. Leia dies, which that was at the same time as Carrie Fisher, so it was like whatever. But afterwards they go on a bunch of... what is it? The first opening scene is a bunch of hyperspace jumps, which just starts blowing budget out proportion. Like, it's crazy how much, like, set jumping they do in the first couple of points. It's just different scene, different scene, different scene, different scene, different scene. Like, different environments, ships are exploding, and it's just information overload. It's quite literally stimuli the movie. Afterwards, Rey is kind of just training / self-training herself, because it was at that point people were just like, dude, she has all these powers, what is this bullshit? So they were like, no, look, she has a training arc. But, you know, by that point, it's far too late. She goes on a big MacGuffin hunt to try and find, what is it, the Sith that have come back. That were the meme you once heard, somehow Palpatine returned. Everyone knows Palpatine returned somehow. And I remember when my buddy told me this story, he said a guy next to him in the fucking theater just went, wait, the fuck? Like that whole face, the fuck? And they go on a whole MacGuffin quest. Rey gets some more powers, because why not? But the power she got was like force healing. There was a bunch of memes made about that. They Fly Now comes from there, that meme. You can see how I'm quoting memes, and it's still spoiling the story, because it's just straight up scenes from the movie. What is it after there? Was it 8 that they talked about Rey's parents? No, I think it was 9. They go into episode 9 that Rey's parents were nobody. Even though it's implemented that, Star Wars Legends anyway, that she is like the daughter of Palpatine's son, because she's a Palpatine for some fucking reason. What else? After going through all those trials and tribulation, Kylo Ren goes back to being Ben Solo, redeems himself. They have... and ad breaks coming up, I'm upset, but I think I can still talk. I think a couple of you guys have got ad break. It's only 30 seconds anyway, I'll pause. But, in one scene, there's Rey and Kylo fighting. Rey wounds him, the whole redemption arc happens, which goes back to what I was saying. They share a passionate kiss. That was fucking weird to hear, for no reason. Rey and Kylo kiss, which is just... gets even spicier when you come to it later, with more information that they drop. She heals him so he doesn't die from the lightsaber strike. What is it else? Am I missing anything before I go into the final confrontation? Palpatine reveals his ultimate plan that... Alright, ad starts. Hold on. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Take a swig. Did they reset my timer? I know for a fact that should be low. What did you do? Let me look at my fucking, there. No, that's correct. Okay. I guess I just didn't see the, alright. Alright, hello everybody, are we back from ads? I wasn't keeping track of time. That's my bad. I think we're good on that inner, yeah, we are. Alright, I'll just do a quick little thing. But, back to that. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. Back to, the garbage with the, sequel trilogy. What is it? Palpatine reveals his big plan. I have created all of these Star Destroyers. They have Death Star lasers. I'm going to destroy the galaxy, or the Republic, whichever one. And everyone in the audience at that point is just going, what do you mean you have over, like, 200 Death Star lasers? That doesn't make any sense. But, continuing on from that, we then get into, a whole, I think, big bullshit point where it's like, you don't have to be special kind of deal, and I know for a fact I could imagine hearing some audible boos. It's not making any sense. We then get to the fight scene with Rey and Palpy, the whole standard quarrel, and then Palpatine is like, I'm all the Sith. Rey just goes, I'm all the Jedi, has a whole in-between scene of that. The whole hero's journey classic, like, get up and finish the fight moment. Completely obliterates Palpatine, all the Death Stars explode. What else? Oh, side note, during that whole battle, when the Resistance is fighting all the Star Destroyers, they're running on a Star Destroyer with a herd of horses. They're running on the side of a Star Destroyer in mid-flight on horses. What? But, to the final point that everyone also is super upset about, at the end of the film, she goes to Tatooine because they have to show Tatooine. It's like a rite of passage. But, what is it? An old lady. She goes to where the old, Lars homestead was. And she goes to bury Luke's lightsaber, I believe. She goes to bury Luke's lightsaber, or goes to find Leia's lightsaber, whichever one it is. It's definitely not hers. She didn't make it. But, what is it? And then an old lady riding one of those, camel creatures. I forget what they're actually named, but it's the one with the droopy noses. And, she asks, who are you? Why are you here? And, she basically just says, I'm Rey Skywalker at the end of the movie. And I remember getting up out of my seat from listening to my friend talk and just walking for like 3 minutes trying to piece my head back together. Because thinking about all the way back there, she then adopts the family name, which is complete bullshit. It fucking... because it completely undermines the whole point of the movie. Like, it doesn't matter where you come from. She should have just said, I'm Rey Palpatine. But she just says, I'm Rey Skywalker. But, it then goes back to another community meme that somebody made, where they were like, so she calls herself Rey Skywalker. At that point, do you think she thought back to the kiss she gave Kylo Ren and thought about it being weird? And a lot of us thought about it being weird, because it was a very weird thing to think about. But, that's episode 9. And, I hope you all enjoyed it, chat. Lord knows I did. Can't you tell? God, dude. That sequel trilogy at least had, like, decent promise. I was super pissed after they killed Han Solo during the 7th movie. And I was like, okay, maybe it's all gonna make sense. And it just never did. It never did. It was fucking stupid. And the rest of Disney's handling of the Star Wars license has proven that to me. Because it sucks. I think out of all of the Disney stuff they've made with Star Wars, maybe 4 of the end products have been quote-unquote good. Because I like Star Wars Visions, but that's not even Disney animators. Rogue One was good. Andor is awesome. What else? Tales of the Jedi was good. 4. Visions 2, but that's the same project. Yeah, I think that's it. And then the major movies and some of the TV shows that they put more funding into have just kind of blown. Because Obi-Wan was terrible, the sequel trilogy was terrible, Boba Fett was meh, it just was Mandalorian Season 2.5. Mandalorian Season 3 was kind of buns. I guess Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 were good. Ahsoka was kind of doo-doo. The fight scenes were meh, but they did have, like, zombie stormtroopers and stuff, which people really liked. I kind of liked it. It was fine. Acolyte was trash. Yeah, it's really been, like, the entirety of Disney's Star Wars has kind of just been a 58% on Metacritic kind of feeling. There's some really good parts, and then you get to the stuff that they say they're really passionate about, and you kind of don't like it when you feel their passion. You kind of like it when they're kind of just like, here's another Star Wars thing, and it turns out to be very good. Makes no fucking sense. I say people don't like Obi-Wan. Let me clarify. They liked the fight scenes in Obi-Wan. The rest of it was just hot doo-doo. They do love rewriting their lore. Started talking about Star Wars and the sequel trilogy, now I'm on a painting frenzy. What the hell? Talking about garbage fuels up your passion. I don't believe it. That's good there. You know, to completely shift off from talking about Star Wars, actually keeping a good time with this, and besides, tomorrow's Sunday, even though I know I have to stream. But completely sidetracking off of Star Wars. Who's excited for 500 Worlds of Ultramar? I can't believe I'd actually say I'm excited for something Ultramarine related, because Titus has his captain icon back, which is awesome. And he gets a drippy fur coat. Hold on, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Hold on. 500 Worlds, 40k. Dude. Look at my live scene. Is this the, yeah. Dude. He gets a drippy coat. He gets a drippy fur coat. Look at this dude. Gets his own custom bolt gun. His chainsword is cut to the nines. I love his fucking, his iron halo is awesome. I also find it kind of bullshit that Chiron kind of got the axe. Because it felt kind of weird that, the old man is here, which is fine, he was from the secret level episode. But then why didn't they just make it like, a 4-man squad, like a company heroes squad? And instead you have all this, Solar Auxilia. And then Galadriel's still here, though. Which is kind of weird. Because it's like, okay, Galadriel's part of the team, that makes sense, but why isn't Chiron here? Like, that makes no sense. I guess because Chiron stayed behind to be the sergeant? Maybe? Like, maybe he's still part of his company, and now the old man from the secret level is now part of his squad. But, like, Titus looks so fucking good! I really want to get that money. I still haven't painted his lieutenant, which I'll eventually get around to doing, probably on stream. But dude, if this is any indication, like for Space Marine 3, we get to fight Necrons, I'd be excited. Because I also think it's awesome that we're getting, a box with a pretty nice setup of super heavies, as well as just deep strike units for Necrons. But also, where is he if they show it? Also getting a new Necron leader that is basically a character flayed one is really fucking cool. I don't know if he'll be a character flayed one, but I wonder what his rules are gonna be. Is my thing. Oh, and they even give him his helmet. See, like, it really should have been Chiron. I wouldn't have minded if this guy died after the secret level. I think it's cool that he's here, but it's like, it feels like this should have been Chiron's spot. Or at least thrown him in there. I don't know, dude. Fucking bad Rook teased. Titus is alright? Dude, I don't know. That's a drippy captain you're dissing right there. I understand the dislike for Ultramarines, but you can't tell me that Titus doesn't look drips to the fucking nines. I like the flayed ones. I don't have any yet, though. I say this to everyone. If you ever plan on playing Necrons, try and limit yourself to maybe one flayed one squad. Because they look super cool, and they have really interesting lore. Putting them together sucks. Like, you think... I want to say this, where you think, like, putting something like this together, like, I know this is one bit, but, like, just sticking that into a portion might be a pain in the ass. Like, dude, flayed one stuff is... If I could find something thin enough to show. Flayed one pieces are, like, this thin. They are so precarious, and you can easily snap off their blades. And just like putting together Chaos stuff, it hurts. It's super painful, and you can easily prick yourself. I think I remember pricking myself when I was building them, way back when I got them. And they're so fragile. I think those have to be the most fragile minis of the 40K like stock. I could be wrong, honestly. I don't have too much experience with all of the 40K minis, but they definitely feel like the thinnest. Like, it's nuts. Like, if you look at the I think an easy way to compare this is if you look at honestly, here's Grievous. It's like trying to put this bastard together, but then picture almost every portion of him slightly thinner. And you're just like, huh? Speaking of fucking other finished pieces, gonna be painting this on stream soon. I went ahead and started building into the, I started building into my Imperial Fist, starter box, that one that you could get with the new Lysander release. I promised myself I wouldn't, but I did. Kit bashed the Ancient a little bit from the company Heroes. Got it so that he has one arm wielding the banner, and he's also holding a bolt gun, which I got super excited about. Gave him his nice little head. I knew I shouldn't, but I did because I really wanted to build that Ancient. Because I've been having a weird fixation with banners. I don't know what it is, and it's quite unhealthy. Alright, let's cover it up there. I'm pretty clumsy. This could be bad. It's fine. I'm probably overblowing it. I just know for a fact I hurt myself when I was building those flayed ones. So my only course of action would just be careful. Because you can easily break it and or hurt yourself. Just like the chaos pieces. You need to sleep, go ahead and sleep, man. And if you're gonna lurk, thank you for the lurk, but otherwise, just go to sleep. I know for a fact I need to watch my sleep too, because I don't want to wake up tomorrow and realize that I skipped a portion of my day when I could get stuff done. I've been really burning my candle at both ends. I really shouldn't, but I'm just trying to get stuff done because I've left a lot of it undone. But have a good night, sleep well, and thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the chat as well. It's nice to have people to chat while I'm painting. I really am the kind of person that bounces off people. It's kind of weird for me to start, so it's nice to bounce off of chat. Thank you as always, guys. I'll be up by 8. Hell yeah. Thank you as always, everyone. Remember, if you gotta lurk, do it. Lurk and sleep, or just go to sleep entirely. Do not feel like you gotta stay. I am one who neglects sleep, and I really shouldn't. 6 hours of sleep, my man. That's my number too. That's my sleep number. I'm in ads, but hello. I apologize for the ads. Unfortunately, the pre-roll happens. I have no control as much as I want to reduce it. I've reduced it as far as I can, actually. But they still delve into the pre-roll, so I do apologize for that. But welcome on in. Welcome on in. I would like to say Jossie, because I don't think I can say that full word. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Yep, get all the greetings. You don't know where everyone is. That's good there. Actually, that's part of the buckle, so I'll have to go over that again, but that's fine. Give me that. But welcome on in, Jassy. Just in the middle of chatting about anything, and currently painting up the big old lion, the TheLGod swan. It's a bit of a pain. Damn. No specific legion, this is just the lion. I sort of regulated myself to doing, like, big projects that I want to improve my skill on for the weekends, and currently just got Lion, the TheLGod swan. I love the blue. I apologize to say that it's not actually blue. The camera's just a little bit terrible. It is a mixture of an emerald green. It's a mixture of two emerald greens, actually. And I think it's the AK that's fucking it up, but... yeah, this AK Emerald is actually quite blue with this lighting. I have no way of fixing it. At least to my knowledge, I have no way of fixing it. me see. This doesn't fix it, does it? No, it's... This kind of shows it to be more of a green. Just a little bit less blue. There we go. So what brings you on in, Jess? You working on anything interesting? You want to do a little deep dive? Consult with the class. Pull up the stump and drop some details. Oh, fascinating. Bringing up that actually brings in blue. Huh. You might have actually been right. That's like a very bluish green. What the hell have I created? Kind of dismissed that outright, but I actually would have created some bullshit. You don't have to apologize. It's not your fault. It's the damn camera. I'm literally recording this on 2 cameras that are like 50 to 45 bucks a piece. It's a Logi camera that's meant for like Zoom meetings, man. I can't help you're seeing a different color. It's just the way it's programmed. I can go each and every which way. Don't apologize. It's fine. A little bit too hard. Should have drowned it a bit. There we go. But thank you for your kind words. It's very nice to hear people complimenting it. It's good to know that the practice I have been giving has been worthwhile. It gets me excited to continue improving the craft. Is that correct? Or did I fuck that up? No, that looks correct. It's like part of the... This is going to be the difficult part, finding the intricacies in between. I'm controlling this damn beastly hair. Getting into my eyes. I might actually need white scar here. This white is only ever so bright. Enjoy those lovely locks. Fair enough. I don't know. I feel like I could rock it bald. I got a bunch of caps. Where's the white scar, actually? Get me white. That's Placid Flesh. I feel like this is Corax. That is Corax. White scar, there you are. Come here. Shake, 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 shake. Actually, I don't think I can shake you anymore. Are you that old? Ooh. Old pot. But I'm pretty sure I can still use this. So let me see. Well, first off, let me test it on this. Oh yeah. That is way brighter. Got that. That's exactly what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay, now to deal with golden straps. Okay. I have a little chain in the middle. Am I missing any other? There's that there, but that's a problem. It's just a coat. Yes, okay. There's also that. God, that's painful. Anybody else say that my eyes are fucked for life? Where else am I missing? Also doesn't help that it's super dark. Gotta bring up the brightness so you can actually see where the hell I am. There we go. It's all coming together now. It's like I'm painting inside a Buzz Lightyear's helmet. Gives me Watchers of the Deep vibes, like they are paladins of the sea and ocean. Oh, I'm gonna remember that then, because that's a good color scheme. If I ever get my claws into Trench Crusade, I know what color scheme I'm going for then. I've never really done an ocean theme. Watchers of the Deep. Abyss Watchers. I just need to keep this color scheme in mind when I'm thinking about that. Yeah, I'm just too invested. Not that I'm too invested, but I have a bunch of games that I need to catch up on before I even think about Trench Crusade, even though it really has me intrigued to try making it. Okay, so that's good there, actually. Apologize for the silence, chat. I'm just kind of making sure I stay in the artist zone. Because I know for a fact I could yap with you guys for hours on end. And then come back and realize I haven't painted a single damn thing. There we go. Go. That might need extra water. Let that settle. And you know what? While I let that settle, I'm going to take a little drink break because I'm also feeling numbness in my hands. I'm slowly giving myself crippling arthritis. Oh my god. I think it's time for a big stretch, chat. Whew. My head is. It's the other head. Decided that I wanted to try and magnetize these parts. But that it's going to take a little bit of doing. As to use super glue to the model, dip into the cork, and then simply use cutters? Basically, yes. What I use is the Insta-Q. The BSI. If I need to, yeah, I'll stick it into there, but otherwise I drill in a hole and just stick a toothpick in there and then stick the cork right in. I can actually remove this from the cork if I need to. But yeah, it's usually find a groove that I know I won't have to go into and then put a tad bit of glue, and then I'll either be able to twist it off, or I just cut them and I deal with it as need be. Sorry to be a bother. No, don't. It's no sorry to be a bother at all. Ask questions. It's good to ask questions. That's how you learn. I cannot tell you how many times I've bothered or just asking questions over and over again to either other artists whenever I get the chance, or just the guys at my local shop. But the drill I use is it's the Citadel one, I believe. It's this hand drill, boy. I use this. And I believe it's a Citadel package, or it might be an Army Painter package. I can't remember which one. Because I know a lot of the pieces that I have for just modeling in general are Citadel. But I think those might actually be Army Painter. But yeah, guys, don't be afraid to ask me questions. Yeah, it'll distract me from painting, but honestly, I don't care. We're here to enjoy painting and just building skill. Like, if you guys want to ask questions, go ahead, please. I'm gonna fuck that up, actually. Hold on. There we go, that's better. I'm trying to see if I could finish this tonight so that tomorrow I could probably just dedicate to Warhammer gaming. I appreciate I'm always scared to ask because I feel like to bother talented people. First of all, bless you for the compliment. I personally think I still have a way to go. But second of all, you'd be surprised how much just asking the more prominent painters actually gets them kind of excited. I asked a bunch of questions back at Adepticon 2025, and a couple of them actually were quite nice and really excited to just chat about what they used for painting. I'd say obviously it gauges on the person, but never be afraid to ask people. It's better to ask and actually show like genuine interest, because you might just get a very honest response out of it at the end of the day. I do appreciate the compliment on saying like advanced talent, because joke about the humble brags from back before, but I still believe I have a way to go. That's actually the wrong green. I need more BAK Emerald. It's better. Let me tell you, dude, there are some freaks out there with brushes. I want to eventually up the ante and get an airbrush and learn that trick. Because I feel like at that point, I'll be able to make a lot of the other processes easier. And just do some really crazy shit. Yeah, I'm looking at one. Oh shit, you crazy shit. I like the all caps. Yeah, shut up, dweeb. I'm looking at one. Take your compliments, you stupid bitch. Thank you, chat. You know, my folks are right. I really can't take a compliment sometimes. I apologize, guys. Ad break coming up. See you guys in 30 seconds, hopefully. Hey guys, welcome back. We love a modest, talented king, thank you. You guys are too sweet tonight. I promise you guys, one of these days when I take the time to learn 3D modeling, I want to give you guys your own 3D models to print out. Whenever that happens in the future, it's going to be one wild ride for all of us. There's that sword. I need to check something. There we go. Shit. Yeah, that's fine actually. And let me see the red on the shield. Should be good. Shit. Yes. Yes, it is. Good. Alright, well that's finishing up. I need to close this so I don't spill it. I think we're still making good time. Take a pause. Ow. Problem is, the longer the stream goes and the more I paint, the more I frequently have to crack my fingers. Dude, a little distraction side note, holy crap. Full face. But I recently made a post about the Parabellum model I got from the mail, and I finished putting it together. Dude, look at this fucking thing. I have to be very careful because it's not all glued together. Look at this shit. It's gonna be easier showing it underneath the microscope. So, it's part of the army side that I have been collecting. But it's called St. George and the Dragon, and if you haven't seen the painting before, it's essentially just it's a Renaissance-esque Christianity painting, but this is just the company's style on it. And this thing is fucking massive. Look at that shit. I might have to like tweak the resin sword, but I think it's fine. It's honestly the cleanest I've ever had a resin model come in without bends. It's kind of crazy. Everything else, eat shit, GW. That's all I gotta say, is because everything in this besides like the sword came in pretty straight, nothing bent. It was all solid resin. But I mean, the main problem is that once you glue it all together, it's not glued all together. I have this portion taken off so I can take him out and actually paint him. Because once you put it in, you can't paint him. Or, like, you can't take him out. So it's a bit annoying that way, but yeah, this is St. George. And essentially he just acts as a, in the game it's called a priory commander, which I thought was kind of sad. I thought he would have his own rules. But, like, that whole base is massive. And I got really excited when building it because I was like, oh my god, I could do an ocean theme with this, just because in the artwork they have for him, he's essentially fighting on lava. But I could just make it that he's walking on water, which would be awesome. But yeah, I think I'll do a whole Hydra theme for it, and just have the have this painted separately. Because yeah, you can see it right there. Like, it just locks him in place. It's meant so I think he can't fall out. But dude, I'm super... Yeah, and then he crops onto that, locks in, just locks him in. We can click in. Come on. There we go. But yeah, super excited to prime this, and super excited to have you guys with me to paint that along. It's going to be another one of those gigantic projects, like that giant dragon statue I did a while back. Comes with his own fucking box and everything. My local hobby store actually came in with another one of those boxes, like the dragon things from, I think it's like Fellbones. But I might pick up that skeletal dragon they just got in. Looked like a really cool piece. I wonder if I should make another set of game models part of the part of the sub goal. I don't know. I think I'll just keep follower goals to model goals. So I plan on getting a lot of different models in the future. Always be painting, chat. Always. I can make this lighter, can't I? Yeah. Simulate the gold. I keep sliding back. This damn chair. There we go. Am I missing any portions? Besides, like, down here, maybe. I think that's the only other place I'm missing. It's very hard to get in there. Get into that damn shoe. That works. That's good on the inner leg. I'm getting the jitters. This stream may have to head off. Have a lovely stream. Take lots of breaks. Rest the fingers. Absolutely. Thank you again, Jossie, for stopping by. For spending time and dropping your stories. You have a good night. Figure out how to fucking... There we go. Alright, so now, get a little bit of this. There we go. Hey, this damn hair. Here we go. there. There we go. Okay. We're good on this side. I think we are. There we go. I think we're good to start building. Oh, there is one shield I forgot. Okay. I think we're good to go. Oh. Hey, Jason. You caught us near the end, because I think we're about ready to start putting this lad together. Otherwise, how you been? It has been a while. Looks good. Your level of painting is more professional. Come on now. Thank you, though. But what have you been working on? Anything special in the works? No, dude. I'm never. Take all the time you need. Do what you need to do. If anything, sometimes I'm glad people aren't here because I'm very awkward in trying to start conversations. Finished up your schedule, though. That's good. Getting prepped up for next week. I actually have to do that tomorrow. And it's these good covered time. Excuse me. I'm allergic to parchment. Just want to see how your painting is all about today. Yeah. I'm always happy when people stop by. Okay. I don't think there's a single spot. That's going to be covered, so that's fine. I think there's a single spot we've neglected, though. I think we could. I know there's going to be one portion that's going to stare at me right in the face, and I'm going to be super sad when I see it. Is this model a 3D print of yours? No, this is the, ooh, this looks bad. This is the actual GW model for the Lion. I just have them in separate parts because it's easier to paint that way. make for my Warhammer this November? Custom terrain for Warhammer gets annoying because they always have tactical rocks. I need to start thinking about terraining up the rest of the knights. Or the big knight that I have. Let's see about putting this bad boy together. I think one I can immediately do is this. This is simple to put together. There we go. And then you're gonna clip on like that. Some of that gold. Oh, is the Thomas? Do I really have to do this with the instant cure? Don't tell me that. I'll legitimately cry because it's not going to connect because of the paint. Ugh, fuck. There we go. Ugh, it's not going to connect because of the fucking... Oh, I'm going to cry. Oh. I have a solution. It's the backup one I have whenever I'm tabletop gaming. Where's that damn pack? Which pocket is it in? I think it's this one. Yes. They all laughed at me. Haven't had any commissions. Hope you get one soon, man. I know commissioning can be hard. I think at the same time it's important to also make sure you build for yourself from time to time. I'm able to do this. It'll be super awesome. There we go. He's coming together. I'm super excited. Alright, hold right there while I get the sword and shield. So happy I kept this on backup. Yeah, my other one over there has been a nightmare to work with. Click it into there. This one might be a pain. Must be ever so careful. There we go. Look at him, chat. My boy! My beautiful boy! I don't really like the sculpt of the terrains. Yeah, 40k terrain can be kind of hit or miss. It's honestly annoying how inconsistent it is, because they might do good terrain for, what is it, like random things, like open terrain you can have for, like, any building. Of the, goddamn, where did these guys go? I forgot. For, like, open play. And then the actual terrain for models might actually just blow. There we go. Where do these watchers go? Okay, that guy's just off on his own. Alright. Okay. What I can do is rip him off. Come on! You're gonna fight me, aren't you? You monster frisbee. Easy. Go. Knife. Good. Stay in your slot, please. Oh! How dare you? You dare give me sass? You can't do this to me. Do you know how much I've sacrificed? Alright, so for posterity, just to find out where you're standing. Here we go. There he is. Whew, I almost lost him there. I would have cried. I almost did it again. Now I need to figure out, or do I just accept fate and just try to sit it on there? I shouldn't, but I don't know how to properly make sure that the head just stays on there without taking the time to magnetize carefully. He's got a bobblehead. Alright. I think I was trying to find out if there were like really small magnets, but I think if I drill into there and then wait for this all to harden up, yeah, I think it might just be time to glue him down, let it harden up, and then take the time to carefully clip. So, let me get the feetsies. And then I think tomorrow I will post the completed image with gold dirt. Oh, fuck's sakes. Come on. Get in there. Are you joshing? Get in there. Okay. There we go. Alright. Just position ever so carefully. Hi, Marron. And then the two watchers are going to stand here and here. But that'll be for tomorrow when I get the terrain going. Ladies and gentlemen, the calm before the storm. But there will be a finished image. Have I done any custom models recently? I don't think I've done any custom models ever. I guess it would be like a custom kit bash maybe, but I don't really have one like that. I guess maybe one, but that was like Kodiaz, and if I had to revisit it, I probably would. In terms of custom, I really haven't done custom. The most I've done is heavily kit bashed. One day I hope to do custom. Let me see if there's one. Hold on. Custom. So, the closest I can say I've gotten to custom... Shove those back on. The closest I can say I've come to custom is these two right here. So, this was a heavily kit-bashed Legion Praetor for Horus Heresy that I'm doing for Dusk Raiders, or just Loyalist Death Guard. And then before that was a fully kit-bashed Terminator Captain to act as a Caldor Drago. And just using a bunch of other pieces. And acting like that. I think that's the most I can say I've done that's custom. Still has this giant fucking magnet. Holy shit, it's that time. Okay. We get to look at the Picasso that I made off of this. But I will take the time to properly magnetize everything for our dear buddy here. Hopefully I left enough room for the helmet as well. Please tell me I did. I think with magnets it'll help either way, so that's good. So I got two heads I want to try it with. Save to put this away for later because it's good to have that on standby. But that is going to do it for me tonight. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Finally, for the completion of this, for the big project. This took, what, 6 streams? I think maybe 16 hours total to do everything. But thank you guys so much again. I know this week was hectic, but thank you for standing by it. Next week we should be back to normal, like the Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I probably plan on doing a new Warhammer game for the whole YouTube video I plan on going through. I also want to take time to finish up the video I'm currently working on, but tomorrow we're probably going to be doing probably either just chill mini painting, just like more battle line stuff, and again chatting about stories, all that good stuff. Also planning that picture, making sure I magnetize the heads. If you want to see anything that I've done in the past, I usually post onto Instagram or Twitter. Those can be found down below. You can check out all the other minis I've done in the past and see the progression coming up from there. But if you're still here, still lurking, haven't given a follow, consider leaving a follow. Gets us closer to those follower goals. I paint bigger and bigger stuff the higher we go, and then hopefully more things will come of that. There's a Discord down there if you want to post your own hobby pics. There's some people around in there. I also like to chat about it myself because it's nice giving back and forth on pictures. And it doesn't have to just be miniatures, anything hobby related. It's nice to just get feedback from other enthusiasts of a particular hobby. And now I'm just rambling, so I'm going to go get some sleep. So have a good night, everyone.